Hello, I'm Professor Donna Byrne, and this is Estates and Trusts at William Mitchell College of Law. This is the first online module of many, so let's get going. We'll go over some aspects of this course. It's a blended course. We'll talk about the materials, we'll talk about the online parts of the course, and we'll talk especially about the skills and values assignments. Here's my blender. Oh wait, this is a blended class and it has nothing to do with blenders. Blenders are for later, after class. Not before class, after class. Okay, what blended means for us is that it's partly in class and partly online or at a distance. Here's a little secret, not a secret, but it's a little trivia bit. If this course or any other meets at least 2/3 of the time in person, then it is not distance learning. For purposes of the ABA, it's not distance learning. Now, why do you care? Well, you can take a certain number of distance learning courses and have it count towards your final total of credits, but not very many. So if this is not a distance learning course, then it doesn't count against that. And that's the idea of the blended courses. It's to make us more flexible, give us the ability to use all of the best of technology, and still not violate that limited number of distance learning courses in the curriculum rule. Okay, so this is a 3-credit course, 14 weeks. Normally we'd meet for 42 hours. We will meet in class for 28 of them. So it's exactly 2/3. And the rest will be online modules, out-of-class activities, and so on. Okay, so what materials do you need? Well, it's like any other course. There's a case book. That's the Anderson and Bloom Fundamentals of Trusts and Estates, the second thing on this slide. And you do need the 4th edition. 4. Just came out in August, I think. Anyway, it came out this summer of 2012. It's got a lot of changes from the 3rd edition. You also need skills and values, and I don't have my copy here. There's a picture of it later in the materials. It's a little paperback, and there are practical exercises, which we'll talk a little more about later. There's also a whole set of materials online that go with it. In addition, you might want a statutory supplement, especially those of you who like tax statutes. This is not a tax statute, but it kind of looks like a tax book. This is the version a couple years old. It's called Uniform Trust and Estate Statutes. Does it get any better? It's got the Uniform Probate Code, the Uniform Trust Code, and a whole bunch of other uniform things. All of this is available online. And all of the code provisions that you actually need are available in your casebook. But this one does have right here with the code provisions all the comments from the uniform drafting committees. So if you're interested in that, or if you just like having a paper version of a statute that you can draw on, go for it. I think the library, or not the library, the bookstore should have some of them. And finally, you have to be on Blackboard. I do everything through Blackboard. You can't even search for these YouTube videos if you have to have the link, and the links are on Blackboard. So if you have any computer problems during the semester, let me know right away. We can figure out a workaround temporarily while you're getting back online. I assume you're on Blackboard now, or you probably couldn't have found this module. Okay, so I think that's all you need. Yeah, Blackboard, not Blackbird. Okay, so the in-class part. I assume you know how this works. I stand in the front and talk, and you sit in the chairs and write. Nah, not so much. I will expect you to talk. And I don't expect you to dress up like those people. I do expect you to come to class. I expect you to have done the reading ahead of time. And I will call on you. If I call on you and you haven't done the reading, I will I'll have somebody else describe the case for you so you'll know what we're talking about, and then I'll continue calling on you because I won't let you off the hook on thinking. But that's the straightforward part, just like most of your other courses. The online part is the kind of fun and different stuff, and there's several components. PowerPoints, like this one, the discussion board on Blackboard, I don't know if you've used that before, several online quizzes from time to time that do not count as your grade, more later, skills and values assignments, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. So for the PowerPoints, some of them have videos like this one, not all, but in any case, please read the assigned pages. I think it helps to read the pages first. I suppose you could look at the PowerPoint, then read the pages, then coming back and fill in any gaps. But read the assignment, work through the PowerPoint, and at some point you may be directed to post a response on a discussion board on Blackboard. Those discussion responses are required. That is how I take roll. I haven't figured out a way to attach any part of the grade to those, but they are required. If I see that you're not doing them, I will come and bother you. Okay, those online quizzes, not to be horrified, don't worry. They don't count as part of the grade. I usually set them up so you can take them over and over. And it's another way for me to take roll for the online part, to make sure that I know that everybody is engaged and getting all of the course that they're entitled to. Okay, skills and values. This is, I think it's a cool set of materials. It came out a couple years ago, and I actually was one of the first people to adopt it. The Estates and Trusts set of materials is one of the first ones that came out. We were some of the early adopters. What it is a set of practical problems. They give you a client's scenario and then ask you to do a drafting exercise. And what that means is that you get a sample to start from. Drafting's a little different from writing. You don't start from scratch usually. Usually we have some kind of a model to work from, and you'll adapt that to fit your client's situation, and you make it look like the real thing. And that's it. That's all you have to do. So that sample, it could be the last one that you did. It could be from a different client. It could be a piece of a statute that you're going to adapt now to fit this client's situation. Okay, I grade these. I grade them for timeliness and for completeness. So I expect you to make a good faith effort. They don't have to be perfect. I'm not going to ding you a point here, a point there. All of them together, and I think I've assigned 8 of them, count as 15% of your final grade. So that's not a lot on each one. But to get full credit, you need to turn them all in on time and to have actually done the assignment. So if you just turn in the sample, that won't be good enough. Okay, I should also add, this little book is also available as an ebook. So if you like to read on a Kindle or a Nook or some other e-reader, or if you like to do it on the app on your cell phone, that's actually my favorite because I can see it at night. This will work with that. You don't have to, there are no pages in it that you have to tear out and turn in or anything. So the ebook version works if that's your preference. Okay, so to summarize this introductory part, this is a blended class, and this is my blender, which now that we're done, I could go use for something. You do need the 4th edition to the casebook. We will work through a number of online modules like this, either with the video or without the video, and the skills and values assignments are an important complementary part of this course that give you a chance to feel all insecure and get all the kinks out right now while it doesn't matter, because no clients are paying for your time. Nobody's wealth depends on the outcome, on what you do. Okay, I think this is the last slide now. So the next module is based on pages 1 through 18 from your casebook. So if you didn't read those pages already, go ahead and do it. Pay a special attention to the the writings by the various practitioners right at the beginning. I'll see you in the next module.